Hola. From the west side, it is me, DC the Purple Diva, and welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Monday, y'all. I see that some folks have already stopped by the chat. I see Tattered Hearts has been here. I see 1SP has been here and liked and shared. Thank you, 1SP. Yeah, I'm here now from the west side. So, it's been a really interesting evening in my camp. My son decided to jump off the porch tonight about something that he needed to do, and that's the reason why I had to push the show back a little while. But I think he's going to do what he needs to do. In other news, in Los Angeles County, which is the county that I live in, this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning, the district attorney's husband, because it's a woman, pulled a gun on protesters that were at their house at 5:30 this morning. Now, they are Black, so I need to say that because I don't know many people who aren't going to come to their front door with a gun if somebody's knocking on their door early in the morning, especially when they've been being harassed and, threatened. So I don't know if he should have done it a different way, maybe not come with the gun, but I can understand how he felt because these people were literally at their front door at 5:30 in the morning. And it wasn't just one or two people, it was a group of people. So that's a little crazy. And then the footage of the gentleman is all over social media, by the way. Just Google Jackie Lacey or LADA's husband. You'll find it. Oh yeah, you have to go back tomorrow. Yeah. So, and people are wondering how this is going to affect the race tomorrow. Because she's up for re-election as the DA. And this is a heavily contested race. The Black people in Los Angeles don't have a lot of nice things to say about her as the DA because of cases where she didn't, press charges where it was police-involved shootings of people. So they feel that she is not there for the Black community. And they say, because I don't really know, but they say that they have tried to meet with her and she's not available. Then on the other side, she says that she has made herself available and they have declined the meetings when she has made herself available. So I don't really know which is true. Do I think it's going to have an impact on the race? It might. Because a lot of people haven't voted yet, even though we've had 10 days to vote. A lot of people haven't voted yet. She's gotten a lot of flack as the DA. A lot of people have not been pleased with the job she's been doing. So I don't know if this necessarily helped her case, and maybe she'll get a sympathy vote, for people harassing her the day before the election, or if it hurt her because her husband came out there with a loaded gun, cocked and ready to shoot, and implied that he was going to shoot one of the people if they didn't get off his property. Hey, Matt. So, Black social media has been all over this because, although this is like a local thing here in Los Angeles, LA is a big city. And anytime you've got a Black man at the door waving a gun, it's all over social media. I've seen it multiple times today. The DA herself held a news conference in regards to the event, and she just, she said that, she felt violated by these people coming to her house, and that, she apologized for the way that her husband did come to the door, but she, they came to her home, and she's human. So, that was some wild stuff to wake up to this morning here on the local political front. And as you guys know, we're down to pretty much a 4 or 5 people race on the Democratic ticket, even though I told y'all there was 1 million names on the ballot here in California, but now it looks like it's going to be down to Bernie and Joe, like I said, and maybe Elizabeth Warren, and maybe this Mike Bloomberg joker, because Tom Steyer, the other, person with a whole bunch of money, he dropped out because he hasn't been able to, make the top 4. So, he dropped out. Oh, I believe he dropped out over the weekend along with Budapest and then another one of the women. So now we're down to, I think, just Warren as the woman. And I don't think that men like her. I think they may like her more than they like Hillary, but I don't think that men like her. And I'm not sure how women feel about her either. I'm just being honest. Well, it's looking like it's going to come down to between Bernie and Joe at the Democratic convention. That's what I think it's going to come down to. And my only issues with Bernie is that I want to make sure that his health is strong. Let us know this. We need to know that you can handle this. That's my hesitancy about him. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think people like her. I don't think people like Elizabeth Warren. And I know it's really difficult, for women who are running for president, because I guess maybe they think they need to be more boisterous, but it comes off not feminine. And why can't you still be a lady and running for president? I'm just saying. You don't have to be so hard-nosed. And, and I'm still not really feeling her since she, lied about her amount of Native American. I have more Native American than this woman does. That's what I'm saying. She's what, 2%? 2%. Shit. At least I know that I'm 1/16th. At least I know I'm 1/16th. Native American. On both sides. On both sides. Because both of my parents are 1/8. Hey, Uppity Unicorn. I saw that you just uploaded a new video. I will check it out after my live stream. I will be checking it out after my live stream. I don't know. Is 1SP still here? Because 1SP usually, greets you as soon as you walk in the room. Uppity Unicorn. So I'm feeling much better today, guys. I'm feeling better today. But as I said, we had some realness around the house earlier. So when I get off of here, I'm going to have to go back to dealing with that. I guess he took it upstairs with him. Okay. But yeah, I think that we're down to like pretty much 4 people. And how the hell Mike Bloomberg snuck his butt into this, and he, literally came out of left field. Telling y'all, don't trust the word that man says. He is not for us. And he's a Republican pretending to be a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat, mind you. I'm nonpartisan. But I tend to vote Democratic in presidential elections. Because, I'm sorry, there's nothing under the sun that's going to make me vote for 45. I can't make myself do it. I can't. I literally cannot. Okay? So, everybody on the, Democratic side says, I can be 45. I can be 45. Everybody says they can be 45. But can you really? Can you really? Because you need to turn all those people who normally voted Democratic in the last election back to voting Democratic. And you need to get some of the ones who are red to vote blue. I'm just saying. That's what you're going to have to do. And then you have those of us in the middle, because we think both of your platforms are trash. We're just trying to figure out who should we vote for. And yeah, most nonpartisan people tend to vote Democratic in presidential elections. They don't tend to vote Republican. Very few do. Very few. Especially those of us who happen to be Black. Most of us don't tend to vote Republican. But there are some who do. We know our dear friend, one of my mods, brother in Omega Sci-Fi, Mr. Darren, he is a Trump supporter. He is a businessman. He is an entrepreneur. There are things that 45 is doing for him that he didn't get before. So I understand where he's coming from for that perspective. However, there are many things that 45 is not doing for people as a whole. There are many people who had the chance at home ownership under previous presidents and now are worried that dream is gone from them and their children. Okay. Yeah. And then what I do like about Bernie I do like the fact that he is talking about making, college education free, at least for the first 2 years. And there's many states that are trying to do that. I know California is trying to make it so that the community colleges go back to being free, which would be really nice for a lot of people. Hey, 1SP. Oh, you came back. That's what I was wondering. I was wondering. Hey, Joy. Thank you for coming, Joy. Yeah. What I like about Bernie is I do like the fact that he wants to, have health care for all. I do like the fact that, he wants to make, education more affordable at a college level. I agree with that. Sure, 1SP. What's the question? I don't think that Bernie is a socialist. I think that's just a bunch of crap that they keep trying to push out there. It's, it's just propaganda. So, I mean, I'm looking at the people that are left, seriously. Hopefully people didn't vote for some of the ones that have fallen off of the ticket here in California, who dropped out of the race over the weekend. Hopefully they haven't done that. But, I thought maybe Tom Strayer would have a little bit more oomph in him, but he just couldn't win nothing, couldn't place. I mean, he didn't even make it back to his home state of California. He dropped out before Super Tuesday here. You said you just don't care. You don't care who wins as long as they beat Trump. Well, see, that's my thing is that which one of these Democratic candidates. Now, here's the thing. Bernie carries the younger vote. A lot of younger people would have voted for him. And because of the stuff that happened, in regards to, how people kind of maneuvered it so that Hillary would be the candidate. Some of those younger people did not vote in the general election last time. Even though she won the popular vote, some people didn't vote. And I think, obviously he's got a lot of those votes. He has the young vote. Whereas Joe has probably the older vote, So I think it's going to be I really think it's going to be between those two. When it all comes down to it, it's going to be between those two. How would I deal with a bunch of comments? Let me see. Every time I give a comment, I don't know. I mean, I read all of the comments on my videos, but I only have comments pinned every once in a while. Have I pinned your comments? I don't know. I know if you comment on your own video, your comment gets pinned. automatically. I just reply to comments on my videos. I don't start a new comment by myself, so mine don't get pinned. They're pinning your comment. That's what it is then. You can unpin them though. But do you want the more comments? Isn't more comments good? Isn't more comments good? More comments is good, I think. Because hopefully those more comments come with more views. I know it's hard. It is hard. It is hard. I'm so behind. I'm so behind. I'm trying, but I'm like so behind. Because like if you don't do it every day, you get behind. I know. You know, but people comment on the videos. That means they're doing it the right way. They're doing it the right way. And it's only polite to at least acknowledge their comment. You know, I mean, for some of them, you know, you can like it and give it a heart so that they know that you saw it. And then if they're asking a question, then reply to the question. Yeah, and that's what takes a lot of time. When you're if you're leaving comments, it takes a lot of time to leave a comment to people who have commented on your videos. And then if they comment back, then you have to comment again because you have to be the last comment. If you reply to them and they reply back, then you have to reply again so that you're the last comment on your video in that, you know, that chain of comments, if that makes any sense. I see why you get a work, but I mean, I've watched your videos on 1SP. I'm not surprised that you get a lot of comments. Oh, you get 6-word comments? That must be the people who are just following you. But then after the first video, the next time they come back to your page, they need to leave a more genuine comment. I mean, at least say something about the video so that you know they really watched your video. I leave at least 2 sentences on every video. I've had people just say, wow. I've had people just say, wow. That was their comment on my video. So I don't leave them paragraphs. I'll leave them a couple of sentences. I know. I'm telling you, I get some wows. I've gotten wow. I've gotten nice one. And nice one is fine if you've been to my page before, because then you're telling me you're just commenting again on a video, you know, on a different video. That's fine. Yeah, the 1- and 2-word comments. I think, you know, maybe we should do a video on giving people tips on what a genuine comment is. Maybe I should do a vlog like that. Oh, wow. They thumbs down. Well, thumbs down, it still means you still got a view, though, 1SP. Think of it that way. It's always still a view. thumbs down and thumbs up on a video, that means they took the time to watch your video to give you the thumbs down. So they are still working for you. They are still giving you a view. Remember that from TR. He says, even if they give us a thumbs down, they still gave us a view. And that view counts. Because we want the view. And generally people who don't like you, for whatever reason, they seem to watch more of your videos to see what you're doing. Isn't that amazing? Just so that they can hate. Just so that they can hate. But as long as they watched, you're getting a view. Hey, Darren. Your ears must have been burning. I was talking about you earlier. I was talking about you as my one Republican friend. My one black Republican friend who is a Trump supporter. But I was talking about the reasons why. I was talking about your reasons why. I said I understood your reasons why make perfect sense for you. They do. So I'm not mad at you. Hopefully, Bernie or Joe is also, I know that Bernie is looking at everybody. He's not about just the 1%, you know. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now it's looking like on the Democratic side, it's going to come down to Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden. And really at this particular point, you know, Bernie is ahead, but everybody who's dropping out is endorsing Joe and giving Joe their votes. So we'll see. You know, but if Bernie keeps coming in first, he's going to get the most delegates. I'm just saying, that's the way it's going to work. You think that they're going to cheat him out of it again? I think after what happened the last time, Darren, I think after what happened the last time with Hillary and that huge scandal and her losing votes because of that, I really, really, really believe that if Bernie legitimately wins the nomination, they're going to give it to him. I think that, you know, I mean, a lot of people want it to be Joe, but, you know, and who knows, now that all these other people have dropped out of the race, it may shift that Joe gets more, you know, of the delegates. We'll just wait. We have to just wait and see, because there were 1 million people on the ticket here in California, and people can still vote for them because they're on the ticket. You know, so throwaway vote, but you know, they can still vote for the ones who aren't running. I already voted, and I voted for someone who wasn't getting ready to drop off the ticket, so I'm not worried. You know, I just think that it's going to be interesting as to how it's going to go going forward. I don't think that enough people like Elizabeth Warren for her to be a viable candidate. And the other thing is I don't think this country is ready for a woman president. They're not ready. They're not ready for it. And if they were ready for it, it wouldn't be her. You know, hey, light bearer, thank you for coming. So, you know, the election is running just like I thought it was. I thought it was going to come down to Bernie and Joe, And I still stand by that. I think it's going to be between those two. And if, you know, Bernie if Bernie keeps doing things the way he's been doing it, then I don't think he has anything to worry about. He came here, over the weekend with the new Public Enemy. Oh yeah, because did you guys hear that Flavor Flav got kicked out the group? He got kicked out of the group. So Chuck D is doing it without him. And he's renamed the Public Enemy something. I don't remember, whatever. Something, but he added something behind Public Enemy. And he was here in California for a rally that Bernie held over the weekend. That's very true. I know, it's crazy, isn't it, Darren? They kicked him out. I agree with you, 1SP. I mean, I see a lot of genuine comments on your videos. I see a lot of genuine comments. You know, well, be glad you're in Canada. You don't have to deal with this garbage as an expat. So we got to deal with this garbage that is called the presidential election. And I'm like, I got like 3 more calls today, you guys, on my home phone number that nobody knows. About the election tomorrow. I'm like, how the heck did these people even have my number? I don't put that number anywhere. On nothing. On nothing do I put that number. Not a daggone thing. So I figured they just do it through some kind of robocall system where they just grab all the numbers. Also, you can still vote outside of the country. Yeah, that's very, very true. Because there are people who vote outside of the country. They still exercise their right to vote. You just have to do a mail-in. Are you still, you're retired, you said, from the service. Do you still do the reserves, or are you done with reserve duty as well? 1SP. Do you still do reserve work? Oh, you love jury duty. You just want to do jury duty. You're funny. I do not do jury duty. Matter of fact, I haven't been called for it in a long, long time. But if they ever call me again, I can't do it because of my son. So okay, so you're completely, so you've done everything. Okay, so you're done. I got you. That's why I was asking, like, if you were just completely retired or if you were still in the reserve. Because I know a lot of men, I know a lot of people after they get out of the service, like my cousins did, they still did the reserves for a few years. And then they, were finished. Oh, somebody's friend got cursed out? What were they saying? Yeah, thank you for retracting that one, SP. We don't know who's watching the chat. They don't need to have your military information. No, don't repeat it. I just said somebody, I'm like, they must have done something. Yeah. Be glad that I have never, y'all, no one has ever gotten me to the point of doing that, of cursing somebody out. They don't want to know that girl. They don't want to know her. And I generally don't want to waste my energy. I have to save all my energy for dealing with, crap that goes along with being a caregiver for my son. And some of that stuff, yeah. I be wanting to curse somebody out. Really? Yeah, they won't pay for your hotel. You got to pay for your own. Yeah, and then they give you whatever the stipend is for jury duty. It's not even that much money. Well, I don't know. Here in California, most of the time when a lot of people do jury duty, they're on call the whole time. And if you call for I think 2 days or something here, and they don't call you in, then you're done with your jury duty. It used to be you had to do it for 5 days. Now they've changed it to 2. And then sometimes you have to go in for 1 day. And if you don't get called on a case that day, you're done. But I've done jury duty a few times. I don't want to do it anymore. I have exercised. I have been a good, citizen and done that multiple times. But that was before I was my son's full-time caregiver. That was when my mom was still alive and she was helping me. But now I don't do jury duty. They even tried to get my son, and I had to send them paperwork that he has autism and he can't serve. So hopefully they won't try to get him to do jury duty again. I think they got him because he's a registered voter, but he can't serve. Sorry. But yeah, we had issues today, so he didn't go vote. So I don't know. Depends on how he's acting tomorrow. Because if he's acting how he's doing today, he's just going to vote in the general election. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Because we already have this little thing filled out to get him re-registered and everything. And if he's having an episode again tomorrow, we're not even dealing with it. Because right now he's pissed off because if he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, y'all, he doesn't get to go to work tomorrow. And he thinks I'm playing, but I'm so serious. It's one of those days because I have to make him act like an adult about something he doesn't want to act like an adult about. And it's been quite an evening. He tried to attack me, and that didn't go well for him. So that's why he's pissed off right now. But we have to protect ourselves. You know, dealing with the dark side of autism, y'all, is not fun. Y'all have seen before when I had to deal with it before, but, you know, it didn't get to that. It didn't escalate as bad this time, but it got bad. I think she might be sleeping because I came on like 45 minutes late, but I had to deal with something, so I had to push it back. You know, you see, y'all can't hear it, but he's literally stomping on the floor upstairs right now, having a tantrum. So, yeah. But he knows not to bring that tantrum down here. He knows not to do that. You know, and he also knows that in 20 minutes, when I get off of here with you guys, that we're going to have to resume our conversation. Yeah, that part. So, yeah, I'm going to be up for a while tonight, y'all. It's going to be a long night. It's going to be a long night. Yeah, but he's 24, you guys. We're talking about a grown man, okay? But because of the autism, he handles his emotions like a child. Okay? And we have to get him to not do it. You know, it is what it is. You know, so we're working with him. We are working with him because it's been a long time since you guys heard me say anything about him doing anything. So he just had a slip up, slipped back tonight. He reverted back. We're going to get him right back to where he was. We're going to get him back there. You know, but sometimes we have these little fallbacks, you know, with the temper tantrum. But as a grown man, he can't do that. And so we have to get him to the point where he doesn't do that. That is the thing that is keeping him from doing the things he wants to do. And the sooner he remembers that and starts to understand that, rather, you know, things will go a little bit better. You know, but he's fighting doing what he's supposed to do instead of just doing what he has to do. That's what the problem is. You know, and if I don't teach him how to be this person in the home, then I have to be concerned about the fact that he'll be out there in the world and you know, law enforcement might do something if he's not acting like he has some sense. So yeah, that's exactly part of it. So he's just gonna have to get to the chill mode and understand that he's gonna have to do certain things, whether he wants to or not. Just basic things that show that you can take care of yourself and that you will do certain things on your own without anyone else assisting you or reminding you. And that's what we're going through. Him doing stuff that he has to do on his own without being reminded. And he doesn't want to be reminded. He wants to do it when he wants to do it. But unfortunately, it's things that he has to do all the time, not just when he wants to do them. Oh, I know. You never hear me argue with him because it's not an argument. It's a conversation. It's a conversation. But I can get hot, but y'all aren't gonna hear it. Yep, you're not gonna hear it because if we're having an issue, I would never be on live. You know, the couple times when he was about to like flip out, I got off because I knew what was about to happen. So I got offline so I could go deal with it. Now, there are some other autism channels that include things like that in their vlogs. but they have younger children. I have a grown man. And I'm not going to do that to him because he is an adult. You know, I'm going to help him work through this stuff so that when he is on camera, he's acting like, you know, an adult, acting like a person, you know, who happens to have autism, but not acting like a child. Yeah, I know. So I'm a very different type of mom. I probably don't deal with everything the way that I should deal with it with him, but I'm doing what I have to do, you know, because most of the time I am doing it with, you know, with my guy, and his father is not necessarily involved in it. And it is what it is. You know, but he is going to his dad's house this weekend, y'all. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, y'all. Hallelujah. That's what I say. You know. And I mean, I pray with him. You know, I have him to pray about the way that, you know, things that he's doing, you know, but it's more than just faith and prayers. It's work. And it's work that he's going to be doing. You know, it is work. But yeah, he's going to be with his dad for the weekend. You know, and he generally is sweet as pie when he's at his dad's. Because that's just 48 hours. But I'm glad he's going to his dad's this weekend because daylight savings time starts this weekend. And his father can deal with getting him up on Sunday with 1 less hour of sleep. You know, but he'll probably decide not to go to church because his son is with him this weekend. And he's going to just let him sleep in. That's what I usually get. That's why I like it when he's with me, because I know he's in church on Sunday. He loves church. And it helps him. It helps him spiritually. You know, because he's listening and he's reading his Bible just like everybody else most of the time. But I'm here to be the difference, you know, and I am trying to be open about some of the things that I'm dealing with an adult on the spectrum, because I think a lot of people think that once they become adults, all the things that you saw autistic children do go away. I'm here to tell you they do not go away for a lot of them. And it's because no one is doing anything to help them to stop the behavior. I, as a parent, am doing that. I'm not shoveling my son off to some group home and letting him be their problem. You know, no offense to the parents that are doing that, because, you know, it's not easy. But this is my son. And I don't trust those people. Let me just put it like that. I see what happens to people who are in some of the group homes. You know, I would much prefer when he does leave my house that he goes into an apartment, even if he's in an apartment with a roommate. That kind of situation. They have those kind of situations. He's not ready for that. So therefore, he stays at home. Therefore, he stays at home. Y'all hear him? He's on the stairs now. I don't know what he's gonna do. I guess we'll have a conversation when I'm finished with the live. Okay, Dave? All right. I'm just looking in the chat to see if I see anything. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Ensure that I didn't miss anything. I don't know why he pulled that out of there. I'm gonna have to. I don't know why you pulled that out of there. Please put it back. I'll get it when I get off of here. Tonight's gonna be a fun night, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm glad I'm feeling better. I am glad that I'm feeling better. You know. But he still hasn't done what he was supposed to do. So yeah, that's gonna be part of the conversation. Because he had been up there doing that all this time. He didn't do anything. I don't know what he's up there doing. Besides stomping around. Like, I don't know what he was up there doing besides stomping around. You know, having a temper tantrum. And he only came down here because he heard me talking about him. He doesn't like me to talk about him when he's acting out of character. So I'll stop talking about him. We're almost done anyway, so I will stop talking about him. I'll go back to what we were talking about. So, recap. Oh, yeah. How many of you guys are getting new information on the coronavirus in your part of the country? Matter of fact, if you are not subscribed to Deacons of Defense, please go check out his latest video. He put out a video today about the coronavirus. He put out a video today about the coronavirus. Uploaded one. But yeah, we seem to. California's had their first, I think, fatality. People are tripping in Southern California. They are literally cleaning out the Costco's of everything. You know, it's kind of crazy. But there was a patient who they thought had the coronavirus in Orange County, but then the person then tested negative. So hence people have done a run on the stores in Orange County and cleared out the shelves. And then we have a president who clearly was not taking this seriously. Clearly was not taking this seriously. Clearly was not taking this seriously. And have you guys heard about the pictures that are potentially are floating around of the crash site from the Kobe Bryant helicopter crash? So now, potentially those pictures are ones that were taken by law enforcement who were supposed to be taking pictures of the scene, you know, for evidence. Just makes me sick to think that they would do something like that. That is so disrespectful. And now those pictures are out there because they shared them. Why would you share those pictures with anyone?
The guy got caught sharing the pictures with a girl at a bar. He was trying to impress a girl.
Oh my God, you idiots.
The bartender saw what he was doing, and the bartender called the cops and turned him in.
See, this is what happens. So a county sheriff shared the pictures with a friend. Then a friend is at the bar showing them to some girl. And now the bartender sees them and calls it in. So now we know that this guy got it from somebody. So there's like 8 sheriffs in LA County who are under investigation by Internal Affairs for taking pictures and sharing them. I mean, I know you guys have probably already seen that there is video footage of the actual helicopter hitting the hill all over YouTube. All over YouTube. It's all over YouTube. So I don't know why this surprises me that these people will be that disrespectful. Like, what kind of person does that? What kind of person does that? Just kind of crazy to me. It's just crazy. So they're going to be investigating this. And they're saying that this is going to take, they said it's going to take about 3 months. What? It's going to take you 3 months to figure out, to get this figured out? BS. Figure it out tomorrow. Find these men and let them know that they probably need to get another job somewhere else outside of law enforcement, and that they're no longer employees of the LA County Sheriff's Department. That's what you need to do, Sheriff Villanueva. That's what you need to do. But they're going to do this lengthy investigation into some act of stupidity and disrespect to the dead. All because the person was someone who was famous. That's just like the pictures of, Tupac's autopsy and Lisa Lopez's autopsy that floated around the internet for years. I mean, that's what it's like. Some creepy person would share that kind of stuff. Clearly they're ill. Something's wrong with them. Has to be. But it's 8 people, not just one person. 8 people, y'all. 8 people. So this is just sick. It's sick. So we'll see tomorrow what happens with Jackie Lacey, who is the DA currently in Los Angeles, as to whether she will retain her job after her husband pulled a gun on people who showed up at their house at 5:30 in the morning. I don't know how I would act if somebody showed up at my house at 5:30 in the morning either. I don't know how I would act either. If I saw a group of people with picket signs hanging out in front of my house, knocking on my door at 5:30 in the morning, I don't know how I would react. Hey, Miss Pam. That's what we figured. We're almost over too. That's what we figured. We figured you fell asleep. No worries. Matt said that. He said he thought you fell asleep. I said, I think she did too. But I'm going to come on now because I'm actually getting ready to get off because I got to go be mom. So let me turn on the camera so you guys can see me. 1 second. Hey, everybody. Yep, got my hair up on top of my head tonight. In a purple bun. My purple bun. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I appreciate you guys for being here tonight. Because you could have been anywhere else besides here. And thank you, Miss Pam, for coming at the end. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I got to go do some stuff with David. David's not having a good day. He's not having a good day. But thank you guys for being here. As always, in leaving you, I offer you guys peace. Peace, peace, peace. Which hand? There we go. Peace. Peace. And blessings from the West Side. Thank you guys for coming. I gotta go be mom. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye, everyone.